is about knowing beforehand what you can expect from the relationship, okay? Excuse me, knowing in advance what you can expect from this relationship. So everything here is in potential. So the first positions, how and where it will begin. We will explore the courtship together, and we will also explore what it adds to your life. We will also explore strengths and foundations, also the challenges and the obstacles, which is very important, I think, and the commitment and the long-term potential of this connection. So eventually we will be seeing if the person will be proving themselves to be a, let's say, lifelong partner, or we will check the commitment and the long-term level there. Because things do not sometimes continue as they are starting, right? So that's why tarot readings may inform viewers or querents a lot around that aspect, so that they can know in advance and navigate accordingly. This is simply what it is, but things are here is not fixed in stone. So and most of you, to be honest, know my reading style. I am not a reader who will tell you, oh, you're gonna marry and you will have 2 kids and 1 boy, 1 daughter. You're gonna live in a house with a green, walls and things like that. This is fortune telling. But intuitive tarot is different. Intuitive tarot is about potential aspects. Because in the quantum world, in the wavelength level, things are quite complicated there, but what we are doing here is to collapse the wave function, and that in that function we are seeing the most potential aspects. So those who are watching my readings needs to know this, because sometimes people are, for instance, coming and mailing me for private readings, like claiming that I am a fortune teller. Fortune telling is different. With the fortune telling, it is, well, in the traditional form, it's about fixed things. Like you will do this, you will do that, you will die in that day, you will, this type of thing. But intuitive reading is a different one, okay? Definitely, I use my psychic ability, because it's not only about the cards, but I do not name myself as a psychic medium. This is a different thing. I name myself as an intuitive reader. So please try to understand the distinction in between that, okay? And also know that, Virgo friends, my readings are directional, okay? These are directional readings. You will always have the power. Okay, you will always have the power. Just a sec, please. Plus, have self-reflection. Have always self-reflection. Have always contemplation. Always trust your own intuition, and I'm gonna trust mine. Okay, so let's begin. How and where it will begin. Okay, now, Virgo, the first thing that I received these cards, the Chariot and the 9 of Wands. Now, you may be using a transportation, for instance, I don't know, bus, train, plane, something in that nature, or simply you will be on the road. This person is someone that you may come across while you are on the road. So that can be something when you are using the transportation, let's say. And there is and maybe with the 9 of Wands and La Federita, it's like you are, just a second. It's like you are, Hermit is, my cat Hermit is doing some stuff, so before it gets dangerous, I needed to prevent that. So, for instance, this can be a journey that you feel very exhausted. So in this exhaustion, when you are only eventually committed, la fedeltà, to the direction that you wanna go. It's like you are in the A point and you wanna go to B point. And in that line, you just want to reach the last point, and you have this hurry. But someone that you may come across on that line, that from A to B point, is getting your attention, and you are also getting their attention. So here, what I'm seeing is, pardon me, just a sec, oh, okay, my cat wants to play, but not in a usual sense of playing. It's a bit, you know, it's hardcore playing. She wants, like, I want to scratch, jump, and, you know, bite things, you know. Sometimes there is this mood of cats. Sometimes they play more, you know, calmly. But yes, this Sunday mood is not like a Sunday mood. So from that A point to B point, it's like you want to reach to that arrival point, but the person is like consolanta sorpresa, showing up very instantly. They are really in surprise. You are also surprised, and in this exhaustion, okay, so much exhaustion, but sometimes when people are very exhausted, they don't even notice things, right? And even someone shows interest with that exhaustion, sometimes they are not in the place of respond to that, give a response to that, even they want to. So here then, something is within you encouraging you to respond to that, because yeah, well, consolanta sorpresa, this is also a good luck, and also the horseshoe good luck. So you see two cards together. So it's like meeting with this person may feel like out of luck. Like to know them really can be a blessing. This is a time also you are very much trying to build your life in terms of your relationship with material world, and also that you believe it is also gonna support your spiritual growth, or your spiritual growth will also reflect itself to the material world. So there is this inner and outer exchange with you and with your inner world. So as within, so without, right? As above, so below. So in the connection, you can really see the traces of that, I would say. Now, in the courtship, Two of Wands. Now, there can be this, okay, in this first interaction, there can be, of course, that exchange of information, numbers, social media, you know, with this person. And then there can be a time of separate time together, as Two of Wands telling me, you see the world. Maybe there is something, yeah, long distance entering, and this is your Gran Signore. The person has an influence and they have a position, okay? So maybe you have also something going on. They are interested in what you are doing. And throughout the courtship, there will be really some points that you need to make decisions, feeling like crossroads with yourself, maybe due to the long distance, or you know, it is not, I don't feel the person is really close, like right next door, okay? There is this distance. So there can be some doubts eventually, but you will have a connection. by phone maybe, or texting, or social media, mailing. I mean, there is a fire there. This is the Two of Wands, but Two of Wands fire is like a virgin. It hasn't like exploded yet, like in the Three of Wands. 3 is a bursting number. 2 is a balanced number. So the energy there is not so much, intense, but it is there. It's like hidden there. So, like it may feel, it's sometimes one really wants to rush into the relationship, but directly want to reach the person and things, but the circumstances really is holding you back. Like this can, because the person can be far away, and if the communication develops, there can be some considerations about relocating, and some action needs to be taken soon, it seems. The couple I know from real life, I had this friend, and she has met with this guy from Cyprus, but from the Greek side. So my friend is Turkish, so it is just a lot of 1 year, like traveling, but she was going there because it was easier, and it's like meeting in the border, and the guy was also coming to the Turkish side, and and after 1 year they just decided that the guy has migrated here, a lot of bureaucracy, this type of things. But of course these things do exist, what I'm trying to say. So, and really love really can make it happen if two people really want it, not one, two people. So and this person is not only loving secretly and admiring you, like maybe now there is this feeling in me, Virgo, this is not a connection, it is first in like a friend level, like two people has like attraction towards each other, but not really speaking. So one person also seeing, like staying like a secret admirer, and then I mean there is this always beginner stage and one to come the next stage kind of thing. So what it adds to your life? Two of Pentacles, you see, juggling back and forth, maybe again meeting with this person in a place and then going back to your own places, different city, country, juggling home, juggling work, juggling love, and also there is something here you do not want to seem like doing that maybe, but it is giving you eventually, like showing you like the things that you say. There is a saying, never say never. Never say never. Never say never, because the value it adds to your life is this is gonna make you forget, like, oh, I said never to this, but now I am finding myself doing it. That's why I never talk extravagant. There is always a chance that you do something opposite that you say, but this is creating a value because it is creating a more, I think, flexibility in your life. So the things that you find maybe hard to accept or didn't give any chance is happening. So it is like making you a more flexible person. You also have here some financial and material concerns. Remember, the time you meet them is something maybe you try to build in your life. So you will always try to adapt things here. But the juggling act here is very much obvious. And again with the Two of Wands, there is a point that you got to make a decision in this connection. You got to weigh up all the pros and cons in order to, and with the person maybe, to reach a balanced decision. So the finances, the economical structure and conditions may influence your decision. At times there is stress and overwhelming, but then when you are with that person, it's like forgetting everything, okay? So I would say this is not going to be easy, but yeah, something will keep you on your toes, but like you will know what to look at, what is really going on around you, like being more, you know, like with these eyes open in life, knowing really well about your external issues, your inner issues, how to find balance in between them, not to hide from anything, you know. At these times, if you need the information, seek out that, because this may help you. The Strength and the Foundation, the Death and also the High Priestess. Okay, this is Death as a strength, and as a foundation we have also the High Priestess. Now two cards and you are like, what the heck? You know, as the Strength and Foundation. Why that as a strength, you may ask to yourself, or why High Priestess? High Priestess as a foundation. High Priestess, okay, eventually it makes perfect sense. It eventually makes perfect sense. Because now the strength here is, I will tell you something. Remember that this reading has started with Nine of Wands. This is a very introvert energy, but making a person building a lot of resilience, this toughness, okay? And the Strength and the Foundation is, this is giving you, it is giving people courage. Like the things that they haven't done before. Like looking at the eyes of the dead. Okay, metaphorically speaking. Like maybe something feels very dangerous, but having that, just again, metaphorically speaking, like, you know, you really willing to face with something. Why? Because it feels right. High Priestess, this is coming from your higher self. Like becoming someone like where others cannot go do this experience of inner knowing and acting. You know, how to say, it is giving courage. Of course, this is not going to be about putting other people's at risk or something, not in a courage in a stupid sense, definitely. With High Priestess, high awareness, but the resilience and the strength you are building, like, you know, it's like love can conquer kind of thing. And it's like you got to do things, I don't know, but I feel like you do not speak about this relationship to your maybe near, you know, people who are near to you. You do not really want to speak about it. This is also making you to, I don't know, maybe if you are getting prepared for this relationship, if this is about some money, finance issues, you are closing your debts. Like it is making you like more, I mean, it is making you better with your money. Plus, this can be also a psychic link in between you and them. Like you feel this bondage in a good sense, not in a codependent sense, but in a good sense. And I feel the energy that this love produces may help you to also release some, I don't know, if you have this chronic sickness, illness, if you suffer from a particular disease, or I don't know, but this energy really giving you the healing opportunity. Okay, so the illness, the sickness there can really gone Amalato reverse. Just because allows and that motivation's good effect on people. The challenge though is things which are uncontrolled, like not in your control. Like for instance, you know, the countries take decisions, these regulations, you know, things that you do not have in control, like acknowledgement of things. That's most of the time people need to adapt. There is something here with the communication as well. There is a challenge in between you. One person may take something very serious, but the other person may take it so light-hearted towards a particular development. Maybe one person thinks that this development will create eventually this lightness, but the other person is seeing it as a very serious, heated thing. So that your expectations may not match. Now, as a result of that, then let's see the long-term and commitment level in this relationship. Yes, this is and to reconcile that will be a challenge for you. So at that point you got to also seek for reconciliation in order to show that you are serious about this love, but the other person's response, let's see it in the commitment and long term. Knight of Wands. Now, Knight of Wands is not a long-term and committed relationship card, Virgo. It's a card in which there is a here with this arrogant, there is a burst of anger here. Like here, I think it really goes well until there is one conflict here that you are hard time having this reconciliation. So one person may really burst in anger here, or the relationship becomes something like, you know, can't settle in together, but always that back and forth, especially like always that trouble. So not meeting in the same place and and it may cause not a separation, but the distance really making people not united, I would say. Militare also, okay, it's like militare, this is military, and it can be a protection or a forceful action like attack, right? And we have a running right, a knight here. So it's like running from something which is pushing you. So like your buttons is pushed and you go angry kind of thing. So at that point, there can be that psychological element in the outcome. And everything here is for your own awareness and navigation. Thank you so much, Virgo, for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I think your cards are very real. They are very real. Real people, real situations, real problems. But I hope you can take the best out of it.